What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Flash Season 3 video. So we've got quite a lot of crazy things going on in the world of the Flash. We've got some brand new villains coming to the show, but the show's executive producer has promised that we are going to be getting some new blood or some recurring villains on this show coming back. So the surprise thing was Killer Frost. Now, I wouldn't say that was a shocking return or a surprising return because, well, she's always going to return, isn't she? Because as long as Caitlin's on the show, there's always the threat of Killer Frost. But the show has offered and promised that we're getting some recurring villains and some major villains returning as well in this season, which there's only a couple of episodes left of this season, which I find crazy to think that they're going to be doing this. But let's take a look at what villains could possibly return to the show. So the first one I would say would be Mirror Master. It's been very heavily rumoured that Mirror Master is going to be returning to the show. So that would probably, I think, going to be in the next episode, The Once and the Future Flash. Because, well, what I think is going to happen is he's going to turn up, face our Barry, who's come from the past to the future, and then we're going to have our future Barry with the long hair be like, oh, I need to sort things out, and actually decide that, you know, I've got to do something to fix all this, and then takes out the Mirror Master there. So that's one person. We've got Killer Frost, we've got Captain Boomerang as well, possibly coming back. He's hinted that he will be coming back to the show. I think that's more going to be Arrow, but I do think that they should bring him over on the Flash because, in my opinion, he is more of a Flash villain. So that's Captain Boomerang there. I think he'd fit very well onto this show, but I would prefer more of a next season Rogues arc, having all of the Rogues unite together, which is possibly what they could be setting up. So that would make a lot of sense there if that was setting up. Now, who else could actually come back? We can have a lot of the Rogues that we have already seen. So I think Captain Cold could possibly make a return to the show. What would really work as well is if we've got this Legends of Tomorrow villain version of Captain Cold, we could have him return to Central City and actually be a villain again and set up this rogue gallery of villains. So I've been really excited to see that on there, and I think that again, that would be next season. Now, the major villain. Now this is interesting because what's weird here is that Black Flash, he was confirmed to be over every single or over multiple shows. So I think he would fit in well with the Flash TV show at the moment. I think having him come back, how he would come back, I'm not too sure. It would kind of work him fighting Savitar. I'd love to see Savitar versus the Black Flash and see him outrun the Black Flash, just to realise how goddamn screwed the Flash team are. So that's a big reach for me there. But what's interesting is Barry's going back to 2024, and in the article, Reverse Flash is actually mentioned. So Hawkgirl, everyone for the Legends are all fighting. They're all fighting against Reverse Flash, and that's when he disappears. But I don't think that's how he disappears. I've got a video on that as well. But I do think that the Reverse Flash will return to this show as a sort of escape from the Legends. So I would love to see that on the show. I think that would work very, very well on this. And it would fit, I think, especially well because he hasn't been on the show for a long time. And it would be cool seeing Barry and Team Flash's reaction to the Reverse Flash Eobard returning. So let me know in the comments what you think, who you want back on the show, who you want to return, because we've been promised people returning, but we just don't know who is going to come back. So let me know. Please do drop us a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.